Good evening, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. You'd have to admit it's been pretty nice weather across Queensland this week, apart from the usual trade wind showers affecting the far north, which have now eased as well. Can't say the same for next week because we're expecting a lot more cloud and a little bit of rain. A minimum temp of just 9 degrees was recorded this morning at Bundaberg Airport, quickly rising to a top of 23. In Gympie, the range was 7 to 23. Hervey Bay also hit a high of 23. The satellite loop, it's never been quite as plain and boring as this. There's literally almost no cloud across the state, except of course, as has been the case for the past few days, the lingering shower-bearing cloud across the tropical north. Now, most of it is offshore, and not all the showers are actually light. Some of them are getting close to storm status, but they're out to sea on the Reef Islands, and they're not really affecting the mainland as much as they were this time yesterday. Today's chart, the same old high pressure ridge. We've got a peak, or basically a high pressure centre. It's only a weak one over northern New South Wales. Hasn't moved much since yesterday. And a general ridge of high pressure covering southern Queensland, hence the light wind and the very cold night we had again inland, allowing the cold air to settle to the ground. Marginal strong winds up on the tropical north, of course. And on tomorrow's chart, the winds will weaken a bit further. We'll still be quite fresh in the tropics. Not much rain anymore in the south with the highs. It'll be again dry. And on the outlook chart, we start to see the next time moving across the bight now, but it won't be until Monday, Tuesday that the weather will change. Now, the latest from the Weather Bureau, the boating forecast for Hervey Bay waters, light variable winds tomorrow, nothing over 10 knots and seas less than half a metre. On Sunday, southeasterlies picking up to 10 to 15 knots and rising to 15 to 20 knots come Monday. Gari offshore waters, 10 knots of east-southeasterlies tomorrow, 10 to 15 knots on Sunday, and then a straight southeast 15 to 20 for Monday. High tide first up tomorrow morning with low tide later in the day. With the new moon due next Monday, we're finally starting to see a rise in the swing of the tide. The Wide Bay Burnett District, some inland frost and maybe some fog, and then a sunny day to follow. Bundaberg 10 up to 23 degrees. Gympie and Hervey Bay also 23, and Maribor 24. Looking ahead for Bundaberg, we still don't have a clear picture of next week in detail, but we'll be fine-tuning the forecast each day. Overall, expect a lot more cloud and a greater threat of showers. Let's call it a week, folks. Enjoy the weekend and take advantage of the sunshine while the sky remains kind to us. Next week, I can't guarantee there'll be much blue sky, but we'll just have to take what we can get. Catch you Monday. Now it's back to the team.
You're wonderful, Liv. Good on you, mate. Thank you very much. Have a terrific weekend, folks. Enjoy the footy. Go Queensland, and we'll talk about it on Monday night. Take care. Good night.